I woke up and like, right, pinched myself because it doesn't feel real. I'm so glad you made it. I'm not a mathematician, so 23 times 365, I don't know what that number is. But that's a lot more than 365. Today is my 1-year anniversary for recovery, so I feel really, really good about that. Every single one of you have inspired me.
365 days of getting back on the saddle.
There were moments where I would have never thought I could make it this far. So this means everything to me.
Because I made it!
My name is Glenna Shawley Malone, and I'm a wellness advocate. And so now my relationship with fitness is really trying to advocate, encourage, uplift, and motivate people to use fitness as an outlet.
Never going back!
But initially, her fitness journey began to try to change the parts of herself that she didn't love.
I try to think about when my first episode of bulimia was, and I really don't remember. I know it was sometime in middle school. I didn't view myself as ugly, as fat, or different until others started imposing those views onto me. And that's when I started to hate myself, because I hated the feeling of bullying. I hated the attention, the negative attention I got from being bullied. And then that's when I started to hate my body. That's when I wanted to be and look different, but I loved food. I distinctly remember one time in middle school, only one time, my mom, I think when I said like, I'm not hungry, I remember her asking me like, what are you, like anorexic or something? Like in a joking way, because again, at that time, I was 200 pounds in middle school. You know what I mean? Like I didn't look anorexic, but I think she noticed something changed in me.
Glenna, finding a new sense of control through what she now understands to be the eating disorder bulimia, defined as a combination of binge eating followed by self-induced vomiting.
Part of that, when I was 12 years old, I was sexually assaulted by someone that I didn't know. And so I know now, again, with my education and my awareness, being overweight, obese, low insecurity, self-hate, body image issues, coupled with a traumatic experience, really was just a playground for this disorder to continue to grow and fester. And so that continued the bulimia, from really 12 until 35. It became like a comfort. I knew it wasn't right. I knew it wasn't healthy, but I enjoyed hearing people say, oh, you look so good. When you think you're the only one going through something, when you think you're the only one having to navigate something in your life, you feel bad. You feel different, and not in a unique, wonderful way. And so, how old was I? Maybe 30. I remember having an episode while I was living in Madison, and this was the first time that after I made myself vomit, there was a huge puddle of blood in the toilet. And so then, that was the first time I was scared for my life. And that was the first time where I really felt like, I can't do this anymore.
For the first time, Glenna found herself disclosing her eating disorder to a medical professional.
She did not connect me with any resources. I don't feel like she validated or even really heard my experience in the same ways I know it would have been heard if I was white presenting. It was just dismissed. And honestly, it took all of me to disclose that with her.
Soon after, she began therapy. Her recovery initiated with the 12-step process often used to help treat people battling addictions.
Can we break the cycle?
Now, a year into her recovery, she doesn't shy away from the tough conversations of body image and self-confidence with other girls and women of color.
The image or the perception of what it means to be beautiful is all around us, especially for young people. If you don't fit that image, we're looking in the mirror, either pointing out or being mindful of all the things we hate, all the things we wish we could change, right? Instead of learning to love ourselves, how we are made, how we were created. And so I pay it forward really by just any opportunity I get to share my story, no matter how uncomfortable I might get. We have to share our stories so that other people can understand that they're, one, not alone, and so that they can have hope.
He healed my body. Come on.
Reminding herself recovery is a lifelong marathon, not a sprint.
I'm going to do my best to support anyone who needs it, who might be in a similar situation. And Lord willing, I hope to never see a day one ever again for the rest of my life.
Congrats.